5-minute view from the Cop after the battling draw against Wrexham away. Very big game today against possibly a better match team than we've been playing of late. Although Wrexham did seem to spend big during the summer. They've got a lot of talent, not only on the pitch but on the bench as well. So we knew it'd be a tough game. However, they've not got off to the best of starts. So it was interesting to see how we'd go there. Obviously, leading up to the match, there was talk around the banners, and their fans pushed for us to be able to put the banners, the Chancery Out banners there. And also fantastic from the club that they've decided that any proceeds from their sales of one of their shirts, a black and gold shirt, will go to our supporters trust to help the fight, keeping the fight going against the situation that we find ourselves in at the moment. Anyway, to the game, the team looking at the bench, we'd only got Jamal Lowe of what we sort of class as our main players, or senior players. Very little experience actually on the bench, but sort of unsurprisingly, and it's nice to see that changes have been made. Obviously, we got the enforced change with Pierce Charles out, having to bring a keeper in very, very last minute. I think it was yesterday, so didn't really get a chance to train much with the team. Maybe showed, but Fazir and Otigbayo dropped to the bench. Decent players, but really we shouldn't be relying on players like that to be our sort of main force in the team. So we did change the formation to a 3-4-1-2, which actually seemed to actually suit the players that we've got. So we've got Lowe, Iorfa and Valerie at the back in a 3, Kabachi, Bannon, Ingleson and Palmer in a 4 midfield. Then McNeil just behind, doing a bit of running for Ugbo and Kadamatri up front. And, well, I mean, in the first half, it was like Stoke revisited in the sense that we did battle, and we had the chances, but we ended up being the team that conceded. And obviously, well, the first one was a little bit unlucky in the sense that it was from a set piece. But actually it just fell nicely for Kiefer Moore, obviously ex-Sheffield United, and then he got another one after that. First half, the goalkeeper spilled the ball, and after the initial shot, and then it was just badly defended, and Moore came back in again and slotted it in. So he's got 2 goals. He was on a hat-trick. Always a difficult player to play against. It's just a big lump, and really a big lump that we're sort of missing in that sense. But having said that, we came back, and in the second half it was pretty much one-way traffic for pretty much all of the second half, and we got two good goals to come back. Bannon getting the ball rolling, so to speak, and then Kadamatri, both well created, well taken goals. And really, I mean, we should have won it. So we had a absolutely fantastic chance at the end with McNeil, but he wasn't the only one. There was Jamal Lowe got himself into a good position, but really didn't put anything into his shot. But you know, it's not an out-and-out striker. We're sort of missing that really. But having said that, you know, they did okay. They all did all right, and Ugbo actually, he grafted quite a lot up front, did a lot of work. So did Kadamatri, and it was good to see him get a goal. McNeil, he was a very, very good supporting figure up there, sort of putting in some really good crosses, actually winning the ball and getting into good positions. So we really should be just sort of happy, all things considered, that we've managed to get a draw out of that, although it seemed a bit disappointing at the end because we just kept battling away. But we're now a lofty 21st. We're out of the relegation zone. Just, before we got those 2 goals, I was just thinking to myself, this is going to be a long season. It's going to be so difficult at this stage. But here we are now. We've picked a point up. We've got 3 home games coming up. Leeds in the Cup and then Swansea and Bristol at home. United, they're on no points, still pointless. Although some people would say they always were. Down in 24th. We just need to make sure now that we don't get any more injuries because we've got no depth. So we need to get some bodies through the door. And also Bannon's just doing everything. I mean, if without him in the middle of the park, I just don't know what we'd really do. So things are looking up. We're not necessarily gonna piss the league now, but certainly can we survive long enough to get some bodies in and stabilise? And if we could, mid-table this season would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Okay, so until next time, bye for now.